Okay. So this is new for me. I was working out and I figured this is probably a good time for me to talk about myself because that's what we love to do. Um, so my name is Marinda. I'm starting my page. I don't know where I'm going to go with this. I'm not sure how things are going to go, but I do want to stress that I am a PCOS, sorry, warrior. I was diagnosed at the age of 19. I woke up in severe pain and I didn't know what the hell was going on. Ever since then, it's been a constant struggle with weight, depression, alongside much other things. The hair growth has been a little bit of a challenge for me and something that I've had to overcome. I actually used to have a man's beard. I used to have a beard from here to here. It was pretty bad. I did have it lasered off. Thank you to a lady out in St. Catharines, Ontario. Her name is Lena, and she is Natural Aesthetics, I believe. I can't remember the name completely, but she is who she is. And if you do see any of my artwork, most of my tattoos are done by Genevieve, and she works out of Powerhouse Tattoos, and she's an amazing artist. So most of my tattoos are from her. So throughout my time with you guys, I guess we're gonna see what what's gonna happen. So last year I lost a lot of weight, and I was doing really good. And then I was given. I went to an island, the Azores Islands of Santa Maria, and that's where my parents are from. And I went there just to go relax after a really bad breakup. And I decided that I was going to take some time off work and go. I actually quit my job, to be honest with you. I quit my job and I decided to just go and to see what was going to happen. I overheard a conversation with um, my uncle's girlfriend. Overheard a conversation about a gentleman who needed help at his hair salon. So I contacted him through Facebook and I offered my services to him while I was there, just to kind of get me out of the house and kind of just do whatever. So one thing led to another, and I was graced with some help from an amazing person, and she would like to stay anonymous, which I respect. Um, she helped me out. The guy wanted to sell the salon; he was done, and I said, "Fuck it. Why the hell not?" I've been on this big, huge spiritual journey as well. So I figured, fuck, let's just do this. Let's just see what happens. So I decided to go, and that's where I was. And that's where I've been. So I'm learning a lot about myself, and it was very hard to be vulnerable and to have nothing and nobody. Yes, I had some friends, but nobody really that I knew. And I had my aunt and uncle there, my cousin, and they were great, and they were great support and great help. Uh, but it was still hard, and I found myself falling into a depression state. I was still walking. I didn't have my dog, so it made it a little bit harder, and I got really low. And I noticed that um, my eating patterns got bad. So sorry, that's the subject that I kind of want to talk about here. And anyway, so I went on to do that, and I noticed that my habits got really bad. And then when I came back to Canada, I gorged, and I gained my weight back. Well, not all of it, but a good chunk of it. So I've decided to um, do this vlog, I guess, to just kind of explain that it's easy to fall off of your horse, and it's very hard to get back on, especially when you struggle with weight, and weight's a big concern for people. I don't want anybody to be discouraged or anything like that, because I mean, there's no reason for it. Uh, it happens. We're humans, and well, we're humans in this life, and it's not a bad thing. And especially women who suffer from PCOS, it's hard because sometimes we look in the mirror and we don't feel beautiful because either we're losing our hair or we're gaining hair where we shouldn't. Some of us don't feel women like a woman when we don't get our periods, and some of us don't feel yeah, like we don't feel like we're women, and we don't feel good enough. And it's hard to deal with, and it's hard to know that we have something that takes away our womanhood. And people complain and bitch all the time. Oh, I got my fucking period. Oh my God, my fucking period. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, you lucky sons of a bitches. Like, you have no idea the struggle that it is to fight to get your period. You have no idea the struggle, how it is to feel inadequate as a woman. Um, so a lot of my friends, I'm very thankful. I do have a good support system, and my friends have been very supportive, so they know not to really bitch about it to me. And you know what? We're all gonna bitch. We're all gonna have our things, and it's not like I don't ever want to hear about it. My God, it's not their fault that I have PCOS. Um, but it's still that thing where, I've always wanted to be a mom, and being a mom is something that I've always wanted, uh, very strongly and very passionately. I think I personally believe that raising a decent fucking human being is probably one of the greatest accomplishments we can do in this world. And um, it's not easy to know and to find out at such a young age that there's a chance that I won't be having that child or kids or any of that. So I love my animals and I love my fur babies and I love them to pieces. And it's one of those things where you know we we don't realize how much we want something until we're told we can't have it. I became very depressed and I got really low, and then triggered a bunch of other things in my life that I probably shouldn't have done, or shouldn't have acted a certain way. And I do apologize, and I've always apologized for how I was, because that was nobody's fault but my own. Um, I was very thankful to have a good boyfriend at the time. It's just unfortunate things. We were two different people and we didn't work out. But I was very fortunate to have a boyfriend at the time who knew and respected that I was pushing him away because I didn't feel good enough. I didn't feel that our future would be better because we couldn't have kids. And he deserved somebody who could have kids. And I was fortunate to have him. Unfortunately, there was other things along the way. I do remember being made fun of because of the hair growth, and I couldn't control that. Laser hair removal was very expensive, and um, it took time. It took a lot of time. No one hired me, believe it or not. It got to the point where no one would really want to hire me because of my hair growth, and it's judgment, and it was rude, and it should have never happened. But that was the case. And then I ended up on welfare, social assistance. And the social assistance lady, my caseworker, she offered to help me. And she told me to look for prices. And this is where this lady comes in. And she offered me the laser hair removal. So I had that done. So the hair that I have now, I can live with. From what I was to what I am, I can live with. And again, I'm very thankful for the man that was in my life at that time. He never made fun of me. He never put me down. And he respected that, this was something that was happening to me. The weight gain came quick. It came very fast. My eating habits sucked because I'm an emotional eater. So, like I said, I gained a lot of weight. And then I lost a lot of weight. And then I gained a lot of weight. And then I lost a lot of weight. Recently, I have lost a lot. So at 19 years old, it was very hard to deal with, very hard to understand, and I've struggled. I was put on birth control pills that made me suicidal. They fucked with me way too much, so it makes me very scared to be on them. I do everything that I can naturally. I'm a very open-minded, spiritual person. I have turned to holistic therapies. I have turned my world into a place of energy driven things, like energy driven behaviors. Knowing that my anxieties and my depressions are parts of what I need to heal within myself, whether it's from this life or a past life. With PCOS, it's been hard because your emotions are always against you. I remember at one point, I was questioning whether or not I liked men. And I'm not homosexual, like I'm not what's it called? Homophobic in any way. To each their own. Love is love at the end of the day. I really don't give a fuck. But I know in my heart that I am strictly dickly. I love the penis. I like men. I find men attractive. I know that that's who I am. I will say a woman is beautiful, I have no problem, because women are fucking sexy beings. And when they have sexiness, that comes from within. And when they construct their stuff and they are sexy, I love seeing a woman who is so empowered in herself that she is sexy. And to me, that's what sexy is. Sexy isn't the physical thing. Sexy is what we pull out of ourselves. So, anyways, back to the point. So it got to the point where I questioned whether or not I was meant to be a man because of my hormones, and it was making me feel very, very twisted inside, and very mad and very angry. And I had a lot of issues, a lot of personal issues that I had to deal with, and not a lot of people knew about that. So I have tried my best to be a better person, and I've tried my best to push through that. Things didn't work out. 7 years later, they didn't work out, and that's okay, because you know what? Today we are still good friends, and I'm thankful for him. You know, for him, he got me through a hard time in my life, whether he knew it or not, and to that I'm thankful. And I wish him nothing but love, and I wish him nothing but light, and I wish him the best in life. And I know he's gonna have a child soon, so I'm very excited for him. As much as I would love my own, I know that he's gonna be a great dad. So if you're ever watching this, Rob, all the best. And thank you. Thank you for everything that you did for me when we were younger, and I appreciate it. You kept a roof over my head, and you let me go to school and follow my dreams. So thank you. I don't know if I've ever said that to you personally or publicly, but thank you. So I figured I'm going to do my video, this is me right now. February 28th, 2009. I'm 33 years old, and I figured this is how I'm going to do my video. I'm currently on this path of fasting. I learned about Cole. He is the snake diet guy, and my friend Cheeks is the one who mentioned it. It was just to kind of see, oh, check out this guy. He's kind of a jerk, but he's good, and blah blah blah. It wasn't anything like, Marinda, you should do this. It was just to see this guy's character, because he is such a character. But doing more research into Cole, I have realized that he's actually a really good person. So I do want to stress that, yes, his character as a snake diet, excuse me, is kind of an asshole, and I love it. Like, I love it when he says, "Hey, fatty." Maybe I'm just a sucker for punishment. I don't know, but I do appreciate him, and I like that my friend introduced him to me. Uh, that was amazing for him to do that, and I was looking into intermediate fasting and doing more fasting and fasting research, and then another YouTuber, the Hungarian Experiment, he liked one of my things on Instagram, and uh, I found I started talking to him, and I was watching his videos, and I love the way that he talked, and I love the way that he explained some things. And anyway, so I started this fasting. It's been talked about to cure PCOS, and I'm fucking excited to even try. I've started my fasting was on Saturday with snake juice. If you go to his profile, you'll see it. I can see if I can link it in and whatever. Uh, and the Hungarian Experiment as well. I'll put his YouTube channel thingy in there, and I'll put my Instagram if you want to be my followers on Instagram. Cool. I don't know how far this is going to go. I'm not expecting to be a billionaire. I'm not expecting anything. I want to help, and I want to help people who maybe suffer the way I suffered. Um, I know people suffer worse than me, and I'm not degrading or putting myself ahead of anybody, but I suffered. And for the most of me, and I'm sure as we keep going, more stuff will come out, and I will explain a lot of my spiritual growth too along the way. But I was working out, and I wanted to talk about the fasting, because that's current in my life. And since I'm introducing myself, I want to be current, and then I'll go back into other things. But the fasting has been great. I have done it since Saturday. I did 72 hours. I pushed 72 hours without eating, and I will be so fucking proud. I'm so fucking proud of myself, because I barely had any withdrawals. I didn't kill anybody. I kept myself distracted. I kept myself positive, and I felt that I got this. This is finally something that will work in my favor. Uh, I have always had a habit since I was a child, since high school, that I would go all day without eating, all day. Not even in school. It'd be very rare that you'd see me eating in school. Come home and then I'd stuff my face. Hence, part of the weight gain. It helped. It aided the weight gain. And with this intermittent fasting, um, it's really fucking cool because I get to fast all day long and then stuff my face later. I have a short period of time that I get to stuff my face. And as you can see, that makes me so happy. Um, I know it sounds weird, but it really does, knowing that when I reach my goal, when I reach my weight, because I went to the doctors and I was almost 300 pounds. And I said, fuck that. I'm not going to be 300 pounds. I was 4 pounds short of 300 pounds. And I said, no, I wasn't going to do that. Um, Physically, I am a very strong person. I carry most of my weight is in my neck. As you can see, it's here and my stomach. I'm a very broad woman. As you can see, I am not a tiny little bone structured woman. My wrists are big. I am I am big. So just I want to clarify that everybody's different. And I don't ever want to be skin and bones. That's just not who I am, and that's not who I meant to be. Um, I'm very muscular, so a lot of that weight too is my weight gain. Not my weight gain, my muscle mass. My doctor didn't have any concern about my weight, but I did, and that's what started me on my journey. I lost 60 pounds, and I'm pretty sure I gained back about 20 to 30 of it. With my eating problem, with my eating habits, because when the depression hit in, when I moved to this island, um, I was happy. Like, don't get me wrong. I've met such amazing people. I have, I have this cute little salon that's mine now. I've met amazing clients. I ask that only clients that walk through those doors are perfectly, that are there for the highest good, that are there for me and to support, not to talk. And I've been very grateful and uh, very lucky to have the support of amazing parents who have a house out there, and I don't have to, stress about where I'm going to live or anything like that at the moment. I'm very, 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 very lucky to have the parents that I do. I want to stress that. Not everybody's as fortunate as I am, and we all have our faults. I'm not saying that they're, this and that or whatever. But they're no fucking angels, and neither am I. And that's life. But anyways, I was good, and things were going very well. And unfortunately, in my head, I wasn't okay. And I love pizza. I love pizza, and I love hamburgers, and I can eat that shit all day. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And when I found it was accessible or it was close and things like that, it was bad. And when I came back to Canada for my vacation, or when my 6 months was up, I came back to Canada and I gorged. I gorged, and it got to the point where I could feel that my face, whenever I talk, like I feel like this. Like I'd feel like I was talking and my face was like this. Like it was so swollen. And I went back, lost a little bit of weight again, was doing more walking, a little bit more healthier. My eating habits were still pretty bad. So I decided to join this Protein World. And Protein World did great. I did a 4-week challenge with them. I did really well. I was very angry because I couldn't eat after a certain time and I was fucking hungry. But I did very well. But after a while, it didn't work. It just stopped because, again, I wasn't drinking the protein all the time. And thing is, with the protein shakes, I realized afterwards that was a lot of whey protein. And having PCOS, that's not a good idea. To mix soy and whey and those types of things in for our hormone growth is not good. And I was just like, okay, I can't do this anymore. And so my eating habits really went downhill, and it got to the point where I was starting. I started getting pretty upset because now I'm feeding my body bad stuff, and it's not feeling good, and it's my body. I don't like it. I'm not liking what I see in the mirror. I felt like my eyes were like this. Like I already have small little baby eyes, and I'm not wearing any makeup right now, so I look horrid. Actually, no, I look great, but I mean, I look tired. I look because I just worked out too. But whatever. I have small little eyes. So having big cheeks, small little eyes, deep set eyes, it didn't look very good. And when I put on my size 16 pants and I noticed that they were tight again, I said no. I didn't work that hard for the past year and a half to lose 60 pounds just to be stupid and allow my depression and to allow my sadness to get to me. So I said, no, I'm not doing this anymore. So my friend, like I said, my friend introduced me to the fasting and the snake diet. And I can't get over how amazing I feel. I can't get over that this fluffy ass, that my fluffy ass feels as good as it does. I can honestly say, and I admitted it yesterday to my two closest friends, um, and my mom actually, that I can honestly sit here and say that I am truly happy without even pretending. I can't find a reason, like even when something starts to bug at me the last few days, it's like it just something changed. And this was alongside the fasting and my spiritual work, pulling out all the karmic energies from people that no longer serve me, and I'm holding on to people's karma for no reason. And I'm gonna go about that, and I'm gonna probably have videos eventually on just how to heal yourself and other ways that people have helped me heal and things like that. And we'll go from there. But this is just my first one. Like I said, I just wanted to talk about the fasting. So I can't get over how I feel. Yes, my lips taste a little salty, but that's because I'm drinking the snake juice concoction. Uh, but I feel great. I feel amazing. I feel like I worked out, and I found that the workout kind of like I didn't push myself because I'm still on my I'm only in my second 72 hours. So tonight I get to eat, and I'm so excited because I get to eat, and I'm planning I'm gonna eat a burger with a lettuce bun. That's right. So I'm so excited. I'm gonna eat. So this is my second set of 72 hours. Um, but it's been good, and I can't get over how great I feel. I have extremely itchy ears, and they get to the point where I'm crying because they hurt so much, and they itch so badly that the ringing in my ear, the itchiness in my ear, it's just so much that I get so frustrated, and sometimes I can't even have my nails long, and I love long nails because I got like huge hands. Like I said, I'm a beast of a woman. So I did notice that like I'd have to sometimes even cut my nails because I would scratch so bad, and I would scab, and I would make myself bleed because it was so bad. And at first I thought it was a nervous thing. So I figured it'll pass, it'll pass. And then of course the doctor Google bullshit. Oh, you got bacteria, blah, blah, blah. So I go to the doctors. Doctor said there's nothing wrong, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, something's up. Well, since I've started the snake diet, intermittent fasting type deal, I've noticed that the dryness is going away. The ringing in my ear is almost gone. Like I barely hear anything. Like it's been amazing. And my mental clarity is just that alone, removing the toxic crap that we've had, that we put into our bodies, um, it just that alone feels amazing. That alone, I can't get over. Like my eyes just feel bigger. I feel that I'm seeing things at a different level. I know I look crazy. Like I know it seems like I look crazy, but I mean, it really, I can't get over this. And if the fasting is just going to help me do this and just keep my mind in such a state of calmness, state of awareness. I feel like I'm in a state of here now. um, I do believe in like natural healings of stones and energies. I am a Reiki. I do have my level 2 Reiki, so I do energy healings as well. So I have been using a lot of that to help me heal. Since I started, I'm not weighing myself, but I use I use my back fat as a way to um judge if I need to lose weight or not. I know that sounds silly, but that's what I do. So I I've noticed since I've started this fasting already that I've lost some weight. And I just want to say, don't give up. The first 48 hours is hard, and it just goes to show your mental strength. I think we always forget that our mind is the hardest thing in our body, in our being to overcome. And the first 48 hours were a little tough for me, but you know what? I'm thankful that I did. I pushed past that, and I pushed past the 48 hours of feeling gross and feeling sick, and just letting everything out. I didn't get, like I said, I didn't personally get a lot of withdrawals from sugar because I already wasn't a huge sugar eater. Um, oh, what was this? No, not now. Oh, I didn't even know someone was there. Sorry, I'm new. I'm sorry. Um, I didn't even realize that someone was there. I'm good. How are you? Message retracted. Retracted. Oh, this, like I said, this is new for me, so I do apologize, Nicole. Um, like I was saying, you know, the first 48 hours of the fasting have been the hardest for me, but well, they were the hardest for me. But you got this, and anything in life is mind over matter. I was a heavy smoker. I no longer smoke. I smoke marijuana. I don't crave it as much as I used to. My sugar cravings have gone dramatically down too, and everything like that. I'm about to get going soon. Anyways, I'm almost finishing up. I don't know what's happening here, but okay. um, but yeah, no, everything is. What does that mean? Uh, sorry. So it's just amazing how I feel, and I'm really hoping that this journey will be great for me, and with the PCOS, and I hope that it'll help me, and it'll help, and I hope that I can help people along the way at my channel. And I plan on going back to schools for some therapies. Currently, I'm a hair stylist, but I plan on going back to school for holistic therapies and other ways to help people outside of chemical drugs. I want to really help outside of that stuff because I think we have we have the capability in our lives to push forward, and it's whether or not we want to in our heads. People say all the time, "Oh, you're so brave. I can't do what you do," and that's the problem, is when we say we can't. So I want you to remember that. And this is me, Marinda. Uh, hi. And I hope that you guys enjoy the rest that's going to be coming. And this is my first live video, so thanks.